Alright, I'm here in Lakeland, Florida, and we have these bees living in the soffit, so I'm gonna not opt for a trap out today because trap outs with soffit material is a nightmare because they can get back in these little gaps on down the line. So I'm gonna just remove the soffit, and hopefully they're just right there, building along this path. Okay, I've revealed the colony here in the soffit, and it looks like a colony that's been here about 6 months or so, maybe. You can see a little bit of dark comb in there, but it's mostly light, so it's a fairly recent arrival. I mean, it could have just been early spring they got in here. So, yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to use my vacuum cleaner. I may, just so in case they start trying to run back there. In fact, I'm going to spritz some repellent back there, natural repellent, which is almond oil based, back there so the queen won't run. Yeah, you can see there's a gap back there, and we don't want the queen to be running away. But I have to be careful, not to cause chaos and get any repellent on this colony. So I'll just gently spritz it back there and start cutting the comb. I don't know if I'm going to vacuum or not, but I may not even have to. I've already cut several pieces of comb out. Coming out nicely. I haven't seen any hive beetles, so I'm going to go ahead and gamble and keep as much comb as I can. When you start seeing a bunch of hive beetles, you can only keep about 1 or 2 pieces of comb because they'll take advantage of the temporary weakness of the bees not covering the comb and infest it heavily. But yeah, so I have this much left and coming out nicely. I started to vacuum at first, but I've opted not to. They're being good enough, and they're not getting in my way too much, so really no need to vacuum in this case. Tells me I may not see a queen in this removal because I see all these queen cells. See the larvae in there? That's a future queen, unless she gets killed by another queen. But look at all these queen, look at all these queen cells. All right, just have a little bit left to go. I'm about to reunite these bees with the comb and the other bees. I doubt there's going to be a queen in there because I saw all those queen cells. So let's see how this goes. Reunited. Get in there and cover that comb. Get to work. Look at those right there. I'll get those off that area. And then I already sprayed a little bit of repellent, the natural repellent off in there, so they don't want to land in there anymore. And I'm going to put my hive on top of the ladder. And they'll really have no choice or motivation except to go into my hive. Good deal. Alright, so they're going to gather into my hive throughout the day and finally fully end up in my hive at nightfall. All their supplies are in there, queen cells, food, you know, eggs, larvae, brood, the whole bit. They have really no choice but to go into my box. And yep, they're fully out of there now. They're liking my hive a lot for obvious reasons. So this chaos will end up very controlled towards nightfall tonight, and I'll take them away and they'll live happily ever after in my backyard. All right.